Starting over in your 30s doesn't always make you feel that great. It can be confusing and it can be lonely and sometimes also terrifying. And honestly, sometimes it may feel like you have lost yourself in between packing all of those boxes or burning something down or closing a door and now trying to figure out and navigate this new chapter or season in your life. But here's what not many people are talking about. Starting over in your 30s is the biggest opportunity you will ever have to rewrite your identity on purpose with God and with clarity. Because let's be honest, you've birthed babies, and in between birthing those beautiful babies, our spark can kind of get buried. And if we have to start fresh in between those things as well, on top of raising children and being a wife and running a home, it can truly feel very overwhelming. But you are not behind, you are being repositioned. If you've recently moved countries or cities or rebuilding something from scratch, or if you feel like you're standing at the very beginning again, this video will change how you view this season. So stay with me. You aren't completely starting from scratch. You, my friend, are starting from wisdom. Hi, I'm Mona. I'm a mom of 3, 4, and under. I come from the Faroe Islands, but just recently moved to America. I help mothers master their mindset through psychology, neuroscience, slow living methods with a biblical perspective, and with a little bit of a Nordic twist. And we are having so much fun at the same time. And listen, I have started over so many times that I have almost lost count. I tried counting. It's around 5 to 6 times where I have moved countries, but then I've also moved towns. It was before kids and then also after kids. And I've experienced new cultures and new countries and new languages. And every time I thought it was the end of something, but instead it was actually the very beginning of something new and the beginning of who I was becoming. So today in this video, I want to talk to you about 3 mindset shifts that will not only help you survive starting from afresh, but come alive inside of it. And if you want even deeper clarity, I am teaching everything inside of my free workshop, The 4 Forces of Life: Mind, Body, Spirit, and Your Calling, linked down below. Mindset shift number 1, you have an identity reset advantage. When no one knows you yet, you get to become who you were always meant to be. Isaiah 43:19 says, "See, I am doing a new thing. I am making a way in the wilderness." God wasn't asking Israel to cling on to who they had been. He was calling them to step into who they were becoming. So this identity reset advantage is just you understanding that you can be who you've always felt like you are, but haven't really been able to express. The one you feel like God has created you to be, but you haven't been able to access that. This is your opportunity right now. There was a Berkeley psychology study that found that when people enter into a new environment, the brain becomes highly impressionable. This is called identity plasticity. Your mind is way more open to change because old identity cues are gone. So this basically means that you have a clean slate. Now is the time to reinvent yourself or lean into what you have always felt like you have had inside of you, but it has kind of been locked away because of your old environmental cues. But now you have a complete new environment. So step into that and you're able to completely mold your identity and your mind to that, whatever you want it to be. In the book Atomic Habits by James Clear, I love this sentence because it says, every action is a vote for the type of person you want to become. And this basically means that you are deciding who you are becoming, not your location. You decide. So let's take 2 examples of this identity shift if it was in real life. You were always the shy one and you labeled yourself as the shy one. And everyone else around you that knows you or knew you also labeled you as the shy one. But now, either new country or new routine or new town, whatever the case is, now, new people, nobody knows that version. This is your opportunity to show up warm, open, and friendly, exactly the way that you always want it to be. Another example of this is the mom who always felt so rushed and chaotic and just always in a blur because life was going so fast. Now you suddenly have the opportunity to build a slow morning ritual with the kids, no rushing, and the new environment gives her permission to rest, to take it easy, to slow life down and live more intentionally. So I want you to ask yourself this right now. What identity have I outgrown? And who is God telling me to become next? Mindset number 2 activates neuroplasticity, which means your brain is on your side. Your brain learns so much faster. If you've moved, then everything around you is completely new, right? The people are new, your neighbors are new, your house is new, everything around your environment. Where's the stores? Where is the library? And so on. And your brain learns so fast. And not just where everything is, but also how you react inside of you, your identity. Romans 12:2 says, "Be transformed by the renewing of your mind." True transformation doesn't come from the move alone. It comes from thinking differently within the move. A UCL study found that novelty increases dopamine. And dopamine is not just the pleasure chemical, it is also the motivation chemical. New streets, new routines, new schedules, everything around you is now new. And that means that your brain is on fire. It wakes up. This means that you are right now mentally primed for reinvention. One of my favorite authors and neuroscientists, Caroline Leaf, I have read all of her books. She is so wonderful, and I highly recommend that you read some of her books. She says, your brain changes moment by moment based on how you direct your thinking. This means that you don't wait for confidence. You can create it. Isn't that the best news of this video? You can create your own confidence. Don't wait around for it. It won't show up. You have to create it. That's pretty cool that it's in your own hands. Now, if this mindset shift was happening in real life, here are 2 examples on how it could go down. A mom moves to a new town, a quiet town, and without realizing it, she is actually decreasing her screen time, which is something that she's been working on for ages. But now because she moved out of the environmental cues, her screen time naturally went down. Her brain follows her environment. Another example is a mom goes for a walk around the neighborhood every single day, and she didn't before. And the reason why is because the neighborhood feels more safe, or the neighborhood has sidewalks. Suddenly, what comes with that is that she feels better in her body and her mental clarity increases. If you're in a season of transition right now and you need some structure for your thoughts, download my free Catch Your Thoughts in 5 Minutes guide. It's linked below, and it will help you feel more grounded when everything else around you is completely new. So your environment changed. What if your identity is supposed to change with it? Mindset shift number 3. Your 30s is the best age to actually reinvent yourself. So you're not reinventing yourself from a place of insecurity. You are reinventing yourself from a place of clarity and wisdom, because we're in our 30s now. We're not in our 20s anymore, which means that we have learned so much along the way, especially throughout all of our experiences in our 20s, but then also becoming a mother and a wife and running a house. How much have you learned? Haven't you just learned so much? Like if you could probably write a whole book about it, right? Proverbs 16:9 says, "In their hearts humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps." You didn't end up here by accident. God is positioning you. God is such a wonderful God, and He has such big plans for you. And remember, He already knows what plans He has for you. He has laid it all out. We don't know, and therefore we need to lean in and trust Him. Harvard psychologist Daniel Gilbert, he found that people drastically underestimate their growth in the next decade. And your 30s is actually your highest growth decade for identity shaping. And what does that mean? This is your prime for transformation. Jordan Peterson said, "We must adopt as much responsibility as possible for our individual lives." And this means that responsibility is not a burden, even if it may sometimes feel like it's a lot to take care of. Kids, husband, home, and everything, all the small things in between there. It feels like a lot, but it's not a burden. It's actually how you can grow into someone that you respect. It's how you can grow into the person that God has made you to be. So let's take 2 examples of how it would look like with this mindset shift. A mom who always felt overlooked or wasn't really prioritized and had to take care of everyone else in the morning, now suddenly puts herself in a position where she takes time for herself. Just 10 minutes, just 15 minutes for herself, because now she's in a new environment and this is the time to shine. And we all know, mama, that we all need some time to decompress, some time to sit down and just finish our thoughts that almost never are able to be finished because we get interrupted by mama, mama, or hey wife, always something. And it's so important that we take that time. And this mom who has been really feeling like she's been overlooked, which she hasn't, but now she understands that she's in a new environment and she's going to take that moment for herself, 15 minutes, not scrolling, but actually reading scripture or writing the things that she's always wanted to write, or reading the book that she's always been wanting to read. 15 minutes can get you far if it's every day. And your spark will slowly be ignited. Another example is the mom who was always frazzled in her old town where she lived, and life went so fast. And now that she moved to a slower town, she is following that vibe, letting that vibe kind of guide her in slowing down. Because when you have been rushing for years and years and years, perhaps even your whole life, it's very difficult to slow down. I am speaking from experience. My whole life I have been running 1,000 miles an hour, but now I'm telling you, different person. And I will make a video about that some other time, but I'm telling you, I have slowed down so much, not becoming lazy, but just living intentionally, being present, not rushing. This is your opportunity to do the same. What if this new version of you in your 30s is exactly what God intended you to be like? So let me leave you with this. You are not starting over the way your fear tells the story. It's very important to listen to that story. What are you telling yourself? What thoughts come from that fear? Is it true? Truly, ask yourself, are those thoughts true? Because I want to encourage you and remind you that you're actually starting over from experience, from wisdom, from depth, from motherhood, all the lessons that you've learned so far, and from everything that you have survived so far. And remember, starting over in your 30s is not a setback. It is a huge opportunity for growth. So just to recap real quick, God removed you from the noise so that you could finally hear yourself again and hear God again. And remember, your brain is more open than ever. Your habits can shift faster than ever. And your identity can transform more honestly than ever. You are not rebuilding from weakness. You are rebuilding from strength. So breathe, stand tall, and walk in this new season of yours, locked in. If this episode hit you deeply, then I would highly encourage you to join me in my workshop. It's free, and it's about the 4 forces of life: your mind, body, spirit, and calling. And we'll go deeply into each section. It's linked below, and I would highly recommend that you join. Until next time, I would watch this video.